Hannah Galway, good to see you.
Welcome
to Popternative.
Thanks for having me.
We have the Hannah Galway MGM Plus double feature to chat about. First off, Stephen King's based on Stephen King's novel, The Institute on MGM Plus. Congratulations!
Thank
You are
so much.
so good in that show. We're getting more. We're getting season 2.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with original source material? Because at the end of the day, it's not the book, it is
Yeah.
a show. So what is that like for you from a preparation mindset perspective?
That's such a good question. I mean, you're lucky, right? Because you have the book, you can read it, you can get a sense. But there's also a bit of that nerve-wracking feeling that fans also have such a connection to the book.
Yep.
So I feel like we really tried to stay close to the book and those characters while putting a spin on it as well.
Yep.
But it's nice to have the book to fall back on, right?
Absolutely.
To have something like that in your pocket.
Some people have been calling it kind of like in the genre of horror thriller. Some people have been calling it, sci-fi. What's that like reading all of those elements in the script and then seeing it kind of come to life on production? Because it really is like a genre-bending show, I would say.
Yeah, it's wild because I spent so much time in the police station. So sometimes I didn't get to see the Institute itself.
Yeah.
And so that was more of the thriller horror side, is these kids being held in an institution.
Absolutely.
But it's funny because they had like ping pong tables back there and like board games and fun stuff for when they were offset. I feel like to take them out of the horror creepy side of things. But yeah, mostly I was in the police station. So I felt more like I was in a detective show.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, it's true because I love that. So tell me more about that. So what was the preparation like for the police officer component of it? Because did you have a lot of kind of time to do research? Because also the actor life is maybe you didn't have that much time to prepare, right? Sometimes depending on when you book it, right?
No, I honestly didn't. I honestly didn't. But I've watched so many great cop shows, and I actually have a few friends that are cops that called me afterwards and were like, you could have called me. You could have asked for pointers. And I'm like, that probably would have been a good idea. But, the people on set were amazing about showing me how to cuff someone properly and just do little things like that. But when you're wearing the belt, you kind of naturally hold yourself differently and put your hand on your gun and do weird things like that. So the costuming helps a lot.
And I just love how season 1 ended basically there's a lot that can happen with your character for season 2. Are you starting to think about it now? Because I don't think you have scripts fully yet, but
No.
it's kind of I feel like it can go, you know what I mean, right? I feel
do.
it can go a lot of different ways.
I have no idea.
But that's kind of exciting too, a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really exciting. And I'm so excited to get back with the cast. I mean, it's the best cast, the best crew ever. So I think we're all just on the edge of our seats waiting for scripts.
Yeah.
We're Jack Bender, please send us anything you have.
Oh, you're not kidding around. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of kidding around, Billy the Kid, which is an amazing show. I love Westerns. It's interesting to think about the fact that a lot of these genres horror movies, Hannah, or Westerns have always been around. The wheel hasn't really been reinvented, but the popularity and the scale is bigger. It's elevated. What's that like for you with Billy the Kid? What's that like working on that when the Western is just as popular as it's always been, with shows like Yellowstone as well? It's crazy.
Yeah, and I feel even Western style right now. I mean, I swear I didn't even plan it, but it's just Western clothes. They're everywhere, and just the whole Western theme is really, really in right now.
Yep.
But I think because it's such a well-known genre, the stylistic choices are incredible.
Yep.
The costuming in that show is unbelievable.
Yep.
I think I had 9 or 10 dresses made for my character, and they are all period perfect pieces. They're stunning, and they're just beautiful.
Absolutely. Does the mindset change a little bit when you work on something like The Institute versus Billy the Kid, or is it all storytelling at the end of the day?
I think it is storytelling at the end of the day, but because it's a different time period, I feel there has to be some mental shifts. It's women back in the day of Billy the Kid, for them to stand up and have a voice was a much bigger risk than say my character who has a voice in the Institute.
Yep.
So the way that Emily and Billy the Kid kind of stands up for what she believes is right and wrong and stands up to men a lot in the show, I think it definitely had to be weighed differently in the storytelling of what the risk would be of her doing that.
That's really well said. Absolutely. And then, last question. I mean, Hannah Galway is a storyteller. That's what you do.
So
what excites you about being a storyteller?
I think that when we go to movies, right, and we watch TV shows, I think that new conversations can be opened up that
Amazing.
you wouldn't necessarily have with someone,
That's
right?
the best answer.
Right? It's like you
It's
might
a home run answer.
You might see a movie with someone and you might be like, you have a conversation about something really serious,
Yep.
and it lets you have that conversation without a lot of pressure or fear of what the other person might say, because you're just talking about a movie.
Yep.
Or you're just talking about a TV show.
Absolutely.
But really it helps people like widen their perspectives, right?
Absolutely. That is so well said. And they can watch season 1 of The Institute now on MGM Plus. There's going to be a season 2 on its way. And new Billy the Kid is coming on MGM Plus as well. Hannah, good to see you. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.